let's cross off the next thing on the list, which is this Shaq interview last night with Karl Anthony Towns. Very controversial post-game interview between Shaq and Karl, this exchange here. So we're going to run it and react to it. This is what we do in the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Here we go. Here we go. Let me, no.
Game, I said you were playing soft.
No, I don't want picture-in-picture. Hang on. Okay. All right, here we go.
Beginning of the game, I said you were playing soft because I've seen you at times where you play great. And what you must understand in New York, you need to be great for you guys to win the championship. It's high aspirations. You know, if you guys win the championships, of course they're going to talk about Brunson, but it's you and your play. You have to be dominant. You responded very, very well. You played well. You played in the paint. That's how you should play. You should always play great. Being from Jersey, good ain't good enough. You had a great game tonight. I'm proud of you.
For sure. But what you said, too, is if we win a championship, they could talk about anybody as long as we all get a ring. That's the most important thing.
No, but
I don't care. I don't care about none of that.
No, but you got to play great. 1-2 punch, and you part of that 1-2 punch.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
But, you know, I want to make sure we all understand the biggest goal and the main goal here is to win. You know, it don't matter about who gets the credit or whatever.
I just want to be part of the ring. Nope, you got to play great. So get the credit.
I hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Legend, I agree with you.
All right.
I agree with you.
You know I got your jersey, baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I didn't see why did fans take umbrage with what Shaq said? I didn't understand. I thought this is a legend of our game, 4-time NBA champion. He has the rings, the most dominant player of his generation, no question about it. Physically. I mean, what are we talking about here? He was 1,000% on the money. And the reason he's trying to drill it in Karl Anthony Towns' head is because that has been the thing, the disconnection with Karl Anthony Towns in his career. Shaq has 4 rings. Karl Anthony Towns has 0. Shaq has been to 6 NBA finals, 5 NBA finals. Karl Anthony Towns has been to 0. No, Shaq has been to 6 NBA finals. He got swept by Houston first, right? Mm-hmm. They won the 3 with the Lakers. He won the 1 with D. Wade. 6. But yeah, pretty sure. He's got none. What are you making a big deal? Oh, Shaq should have said this. What was people making a big deal about that? What do you think about this?
People were saying that it was an awkward conversation. I watched that thing. I watched it twice, 3 times. What? I was like, where's the awkwardness? I didn't even see any awkwardness in the entire thing. I thought it was just a guy saying, hey, understand the moment of what you are in New York right now and understand what you have to do to help propel this team to go win a championship. Because, hold on, isn't that what Karl Anthony Towns talked about tonight in that post-game presser saying, look, his entire career he's been expected to go win a championship, and he now has a greater understanding of what that means? Didn't he just say that verbatim tonight? So it sounds like Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq, the big diesel, came out and said, hey, let me tell you something right now. How you play tonight is how you should play every single night. Yeah. Which is what we've been asking for him to do every single night. I didn't see anything wrong with that conversation. I thought it was like, did you see the one for the roommate show where Big Perk talked to Brunson? I didn't see it. He did the same thing, man. He checked him on stage saying, do you understand the moment that you were in right now in New York? And saying, hey, not saying about it. Brunson tried to say, yeah, the team is like, no, do you understand what your legacy can be? Right? And Shaq is essentially saying the same thing for Towns, saying your legacy will be tied to what the Knicks do if you are able to perform or not. So understand what you got to do on a night-to-night basis to go help this team win. And I think both, like, look, I think this team needs that push, man. This team needs that push to be like, where you are, this is the Mecca. This is New York. Knicks haven't won anything since 73. In the dark ages for damn near 20 years. Now we've seen consistent success. This team has leveled up every single season, okay? It went from making the playoffs with Randall to then making it past the first round with Brunson for 2 years in a row. Then you get Cat with Bridges. You go from the second round to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now the expectation is, hey, can you guys go win a championship? Can you guys go make it to the NBA Finals? And I think these guys just need to be like, get to just hear it from others. People who've been there saying, yo, yeah, focus. This is the moment. This is your chance. Go for it. Go get it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a generational thing. Me and you are a bit older, and I'm older. You're a bit older as well. I look at it as this is a guy who has the cachet, who had the killer instinct, whose number one goal in terms of playing basketball was to go out there and annihilate people. Murder. Which he did at a high level and was one of the greatest to ever do it and was a thrill to watch in his prime, except for when he played for the Miami Heat, because I'm always going to hate them with Pat Riley. But he's telling him, you need killer instinct every night. Every single night. And if you had that, the New York Knicks can win a championship. It's that simple. Jalen Brunson has it. You need to have it. And, Karl sitting there deflecting, team. Stop with the nice guy stuff. Lock in with what the guy's saying. You got to go out there and kill, seek and destroy every single night. You can get it inside. You can shoot the three like no other big man. You got to do it every night. Lock in. This is why he gets criticized so much by his NBA brethren, from the legends to the current players like a Draymond Green. Period. Because people see the potential, but then they also see the inconsistencies, the offensive fouls, the terrible decision making. That is why I always say that's what separates the good, the all-star, the superstars, and the gods. That's what separates. He's got to get to that level. That's how you win championships, bro.
Those are all facts. And you know what it might be, CP? Some people don't know what constructive criticism is. That's just constructive criticism.
Yeah.
It's going to be, and you know what? Constructive criticism is sometimes a little uncomfortable. And just being honest. And that's what Shaq was being, man. That was just constructive criticism. And hopefully Towns digests it and just execute it. He did a really good job tonight being aggressive. Keep doing it every single night. Because if you go be a demon, this team will be tough to stop.
Yeah. Look, he did it with Dwight. He does it, all the big men. We could say that Shaq's commentary can be lazy at times. It could be, you know what he's going to say. This big man's not dominating and that big man's not dominating. That's how he looks at it because why? That's what he used to do. He was the most dominant big man. I'm talking about physically imposing. There was nobody as physically imposing as Shaquille O'Neal in his prime. It just wasn't. It just was not. So I didn't see anything wrong with it. He challenged him. And hey, look what he's been doing the last 2 games. Maybe it's registering with one Karl Anthony Towns. Maybe it's registering. We need this consistently. We're trying to win a championship. Stop the complaint. You know how many times Shaquille O'Neal was hacked, hammered, and physically assaulted because of how big he was and they didn't know how to call fouls for him?
Yeah.
He's been there. You got to fight, man. Now, the physicality that he was able to impose back is not allowed in today's game. So Karl has to find his middle ground, but he's got to fight it up here, man. He's got to fight the adversity up here. He's got to fight it up there. So
all facts, man.
I thought it was a good exchange. I didn't see anything wrong. I saw the comment section was we had a ton of comments on the KFTV IG. I said, and I heard it again. I was like, wow, okay. I didn't see where this warranted so much commentary. I thought it was pretty straightforward. But, everybody has their own opinion.